Hi, welcome to Supernatural Parenting with Patti and Zari. I'm the Zari half of Patti and Zari. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We hope you're having a wonderful day in the Lord. This week on our show, we've been speaking about worship and how important it is and how crucial it is to invite your kids into your time of worship and to also train them up to be worshipers of the Most High God. And today, what I'm going to share with you are some testimonies to the power of worship and being in God's presence. Well, first of all, Patty referenced Psalm 100, verse 4, which tells us that we want to enter into God's gates and courts with thanksgiving and praise. So worship is important. And when you are wanting to come to the before the Lord and offer up a prayer request, you want to start, according to biblical principles, with thanking Him, praising Him, and worshiping Him. So God has been turning me into a true worshiper over the last few months. So it's been pretty exciting, and I've seen some amazing things, and so I'm going to share those things with you today. First of all, a few weeks ago, I had eaten some pork, even though I've been trying to stop because I know it's bad for you. And my stomach was hurting horribly bad. It was cramping and felt really yucky. And it was so bad I couldn't even sleep. So I actually got up an hour earlier than my fourth watch time for prayer, which is 3 a.m. So I got up at 2 a.m. and I just started worshiping the Lord for the next hour. And a few minutes into my worship, the pain was completely gone. So that's one testimony to the power of worship. I was in there focused on the Lord and God healed me because He came down into my presence. God tells us in the Bible that He inhabits the praises of His people. So when we are praising Him and worshiping Him and we go on with expectation and intention and focus on Him, then those great things are going to happen. 2 days later, same thing happened. I got up to worship, for 3 a.m. fourth watch prayer, and I had a headache and a crook in my neck, and this whole right side was uncomfortable, and I didn't really want to do it. I kind of just wanted to stay in bed, but I got up and I started worshiping and praising the Lord and magnifying the name of Jesus above that. And a few minutes into it, everything that was on this right side was completely fine. The pain was gone. The crook in my neck was gone. I didn't even know. I don't even know when it happened. I just know that I was worshiping and praising, and the next thing I know, I felt great. So that's one of the benefits of worshiping the Lord. Recently, I was worshiping, and the Lord gave me this amazing vision. I was in the throne room, and I saw Jesus, God, and an angel. So if you're looking from left to right, you would see Jesus is at the right hand of the Father. Then you would see the Father, and then there was this huge angel, and he had on a white, like a Roman garb, like the it was kind of like the short dress that went to mid thigh, and it had gold trim, and he was kind of just standing there, very regally and looking down at me. He had his one foot, the left side, on the earth, and then the other part of him, which would be his right side, was, kind of just facing into the throne room. So I didn't really see that portion of it. So that was pretty cool. And it's interesting because I've been going through a battle for a couple of years of my life, and I have been praying and asking the Lord to give me revelation and confirmation about that vision. Is He preparing to give me a message the next time I go into worship, or is He letting me know that, what's taking place in the supernatural realm or what have you? And then 2 days after that, I actually was worshiping again, and I had a vision of the same scene where I see this angel. I see God the Father and I see Jesus. And then this time, in between God and the angel, a cross appears with Jesus hanging on it, and it's like it's on fire. So that was pretty cool also. And in my spirit, I felt the Lord telling me it is finished. And so I've been praying about that and asking Him, Lord, were you telling me that this battle that I've been going through is finished? Or are you telling me that I need to focus on the finished work of the cross? Because those are benefits and things that I haven't tapped into yet, and I haven't really pursued and haven't studied in a way that they potentially could be studied. So I've been praying about those things, asking the Lord, is the angel going to give me a message? What is finished exactly? What's happening, Lord? What is this? So if you want that communion with the Lord, consider making worship a regular, consistent part of your life. Like I said, I try to I do worship for an hour every day. But if it's not something that you're in the habit of, start out with 30 minutes and make sure your time is focused, that you're completely focused on Jesus and who He is, and just magnify His name and allow that time to increase a little bit each day. You will enjoy it because God will do a work in you. Your life will begin to change, and you won't want to be without worship. You can also study some of the greats like Carrie Kirkwood and Shane Warren and Kevin Duncan and learn about worship. Those are some people who I learned about worship from. And then when I really wanted to get serious about it, I just prayed to the Lord, teach me how to worship in a way that pleases you. And that prayer is a prayer that God is guaranteed to answer because it's in agreement with the will of heaven. God always answers those kinds of prayers. All right. If you haven't visited us, on Facebook, please do so and like our page, Supernatural Parenting. And also visit us at www.zwriteswords.com. Click on the Supernatural Parenting link and you can learn a little bit more about us, about our ministry. You can sign up for our emails that we send out and more. We so appreciate you and we thank you because you are willing to do everything you can to bring up your children in the way and admonition of the Lord. And that's what we're hoping for. Our power burst for this week, that tip that you get that's going to help you and propel you into the next supernatural realm with the Lord is to, if you are in your secret place and you're worshiping and your kids come in, don't view that as an interruption, but instead invite them in, welcome them in, and allow them to worship the Lord with you. That's going to increase your power and increase your victory as far as warfare is concerned. All right, God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.